Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Do I have time to record this video? No. Am I going to record it anyway?
Yeet.
I don't know why I'm in such a good mood because I'm really tired. Today I bring to you 10 things that I want to see in The Sims 4 in 2019. Bit of a mouthful. I might have a little workaround with that title. I did see something on Yorkie's profile on Twitter. If you don't know who Yorkie is, he is an amazing simmer. His builds are out of this world and he's just a really good, nice guy. So I'll leave all his stuff in the description down below. But I saw on Twitter he'd done his 10 most wanted things for 2019 and I agreed with a lot of them, but I've got my own thing to say. So check his channel out if you haven't already and enjoy mine. These things I've wanted more than just for 2019. It's more generally, but you know, it's New Year's and you got to keep hip and happening with the current trends. So a couple of disclaimers. If you hear like this little like pitter-patter noise, it is my dog. You might hear that pitter-patter. But I'm not going to kick him out because he's my dog and it's his house. Second of all, you might be able to hear rain. You know what? No, I'm sorry. He's got to go. Rex.
Bye, bitch.
Second of all, you might be able to hear rain in the background, but I live in England, so it rains all the time, so I don't really have a choice. But let's just pretend it's Christmassy and it's actually snow. So let's do that. My number 10 is, and some are small and some are big, so this one's kind of a small one but also kind of a big one, but it's the option to semi-view slash full view slash no view the roofs. Basically what I mean by that is you can't really have lofts in The Sims 4, or attics I think Americans call them. We call them lofts in England. I have a bedroom in a loft. You can't really have that in The Sims 4 because the roof gets in the way a lot of the time. It's just not playable like it was in The Sims 2 or The Sims 3. So what I think they should do, I'm only little old me here, but you know, if you see this video and you want to implement these changes, that's great. I'll put it on my CV. Like you can with walls downstairs, so if a wall's getting in the way, you can go to the semi view or like no view of the walls or a full view. I wish you could do that, but for roofing, I think that'd be really, really good. And that'd maximize the space that you could use in a house as well, because I hate using lofts in The Sims 4. Don't know about yous, but I hate it. So I think that would make it a lot better. Number 9 is more options for relationships in Create a Sim, because this is something I was actually kind of disappointed about in The Sims 4. I'm not dragging The Sims 4. I love The Sims 4. In The Sims 3, when you added the relationships, you could have girlfriend and stuff like that. I kind of want that more in The Sims 4, but I wish you could add like girlfriend or spouse or ex-wife or even like half-sister, stepmother and stuff like that. But you can't add it in The Sims 4. It's only husband, wife, son, daughter and stuff like that. You can't add things like that. So I wish we could be more inclusive of everybody, because people have stepmothers and you should be able to make them straight out Create a Sim. Watch this actually be a thing. And I'm just like my ignorant self, because I always forget to add the relationships in Create a Sim. So watch it already be a thing and I'm here like, well, where is it? Number 7, kind of following in the same Create a Sim style, is more traits and aspirations, because I do not like how little traits and aspirations there are in The Sims 4, because in The Sims 3, you could really customize your sim, and I've said this a lot on this channel, but The Sims 4 kind of feels like you're playing with the same sim in a different skin or a different set of clothes or different hair. So traits really, really, really customize the Sims, and it really just enhances your gameplay, because when you got a sim who's completely different from the other one, instead of like kind of just looking different but acting the same, it really changes your gameplay if they're all different. And especially for aspirations as well, there's not really that many, and The Sims 3 had so many, and it's not a comparison of The Sims 4 to The Sims 3 who wins Sims 3. I think it'd be amazing for customizability of the Sims in The Sims 4. And number 7 is more careers. Kind of again in the same breath, I don't feel like there's as many careers in The Sims 4 as there possibly could be, especially because we don't have rabbit holes, we don't have an open world. Your sim just literally escapes off the lot. So I think there's so much potential for so many different types of careers, and they don't have to be active. You don't have to like go to all of them. Well, I don't have to go to every single career for me to enjoy them. I'm fine with just sending my sim off and believing that, I don't know, what could she be? A butcher. Maybe not because I'm vegan, but like for example, something like that. You don't have to go to like a set and stuff, which is cool. The active careers are cool, so I'm not bashing them. I just think because we have so many options, because you don't need to have the building for the careers, there could be so many more careers that are opened up. Number 6 is a pretty universal one, but different types of staircases. And I'm not just talking about the spiral staircases, although they are cool. I mean like L-shaped ones where they go like that, and like the pivot. They'd be really good. I really like them ones, because it really maximize the room, because a lot of the room is taken up by a staircase, which I absolutely hate. And I think some good, like even like in mansions, like in the Get Famous world, whose name always I don't know what it is. It's like Del Sol or Dulcel. I don't know which one. But you could have the big spiral staircases and you could really, you know, live that lavish lifestyle. So I think that'd be really good. Honestly, I'm bored of the same old stairs. They're not customizable enough. Number 5 is more diverse objects in packs. And I don't just mean in terms of I want an object that's completely brand spanking new, that's never been thought of before. I don't mean it like that. I mean it more in terms of like, I can't cope, I'm tired. For example, with Jungle Adventure, I really like all the stuff you got with Jungle Adventure, but in terms of some of the landscaping items, it was just the same objects recoloured, and I'm thankful for them still because we get them, but I wish there'd have kind of been new objects, because that's happened quite a lot with a lot of the packs that we've got so far. They're not necessarily new, they're just revamped from the older ones. A lot of them are new, but a lot of them aren't as well. So I would really like more diverse objects and packs as opposed to just recolours of different things. Number 4 is quite high on the list because it's quite important to me. And that is paintable ceilings. Because my screenshots always look so bad with the painted ceilings. Now there's a fix for it. They won't look as bad because there's a fix where they went dark for a bit after Get Famous. So thankfully that's fixed now. But I just still wish you could paint them. You could in The Sims 3, they had the option. And I think it would be easy enough, especially when you have like a decking outside the house. I don't know how Americans would call it. Your front door's here and then you got that bit of foundation there. We call it like a decking. Front porch maybe, I think that's what Americans might, I don't know, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. The roofing for there, underneath that is always really dark. But if we could paint that to be a wood, because it's like the underside of the decking, or for example mine and my house is like white, if we could have like a white wood. I'm really animated today. I think it'd be good. I need it from my screenshots. Number 3 is a bit of a reach, but I will explain it, and it's semi-open world. I know in my video I said like, oh, I'm fine with not having an open world, and I am. I really, really, really am. But with Jungle Adventure, it's kind of shown me you can have a semi-open world, and this is going to lead on to my next point, which is number 2, and I really would like a beach world in The Sims 4. If the angle's changed, it's because I'm not a proper YouTuber and I record on my phone, so the angle might change because my phone ran out of space. But like I said, a beach world would be an absolutely amazing opportunity to implement a semi-open world, because we've seen it with Jungle Adventure, it can work. And I think a beach vacation world doesn't necessarily need to be the biggest thing. It can literally be a small island, but the fact that it'll be a semi-open world, and like by semi-open world, I'm also meaning we get to swim in the ocean. That's what I really, really, really want to see in The Sims 4 in 2019, because I loved a good frolic in the ocean in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. I'm not even being like, oh, because I love The Sims 3 so much. No, being in the ocean is one of my most favourite things in The Sims, and we haven't had it in The Sims 4. Like, I just want my Sims to go swim. I always used to send them swimming, and I really, really, really deeply miss it. I don't know why I'm gonna cry. Love it. It's like a cheap, easy way to get your Sims out and about. Hopefully, you know, if we have a semi-open world and we have beaches that you can swim on, then the modders can do their thing and we can have beaches everywhere that you can swim on. That's what I want. What I really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. And the number 1 is kind of a bit like, well, what do you think you're playing? But I really want more life simulation. And this sounds like it's taken a really deep turn. And you know what? Maybe it has, guys. Maybe it has. But The Sims 4 is supposed to be a life simulator. And in that regard, I think it's kind of lacking. And that makes me sad to say, because The Sims 4 is like my baby. It's my child. My life is The Sims. I spend more time doing Sims work than YouTube work. I love it all. No, than uni work. I love it all the world. It's always been my favourite thing. But I just don't feel like there's enough life in it. And it's like all the stuff that you get is cool. Like, yeah, you can go to clubs and you can do this and you can do that. That's all cool. But I miss going to prom. Old people having a cane and walking with the cane and feeling like you were actually engaging in someone's life and making them grow up, instead of just, I don't know, I can't explain it. But I think that's what's lacking really in The Sims 4 for me. That's what I really most care about. More than the options for roofing, more than, careers kind of comes with it, but more than paintable ceilings, more than swimming in the beach. But I just miss the life simulation part of it. I want to get involved with my Sims. I want to do stuff with them. I want to make memories. I want a family to feel like a family. Because they don't right now. Like, I miss in The Sims 2 when you'd finish school and you'd get an A and you'd like stop and you'd wave and you'd go and see your dad and be like, look, I got an A. Or if the dad came home from work, you'd run out and greet him and be like, oh my God, hi dad. Little things like that make the most amount of difference for me, even if it's only a tiny thing. Which I don't think my list is like that unreasonable. I think these are all things that EA could do. A lot of these would only be little animations. Prom, a small event. We've already got a modder who does a prom event. I just miss that, and I yearn for it and I want it, and we can kind of get that with the modding community, which I am so thankful for. But I want it to be vanilla game, not vanilla, not with like the base game, because it should come with expansion packs, but I want it to be an actual part of The Sims 4, where I feel like to get these kind of family experiences, you need to resort to mods. It's fun, and like I love exploring new mods, and I love mods, and I will always have mods in my game, no matter how great The Sims 4 is. Mods will always be a part of my life. But every time there's a new update, and then you have to update your mods and stuff like that, like it'd just be so much better if it was actually in the game. So those are my opinions on what I want to see on The Sims 4 in 2019. Let me know if you agree with them. If you don't, that is completely fine. I really want to know either way, because the things with stuff like this is it's so subjective. What I want could be complete opposite to what you want, because I know a lot of people want university and stuff, and I do want that. I just want these things more. So let's have a conversation in the comments, because you always have all the conversations in the comments in my videos like this, and I absolutely love it. So thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please do subscribe. I love you. Bye.